Hey you guys, this is Carrie with Abstract Wellness. I'm here in beautiful Playa del Carmen. I thought that I would talk to you guys about a natural find that I found in Chichen Itza. While I was out in Chichen Itza with my husband on my honeymoon, I actually ran into a really awesome item. Now, I'm going to give you a little history as the time of events. If you've ever been to Chichen Itza down here in Yucatan in Mexico, you'll know that it's an expansive amount of land that these ruins are on. And you walk around and you explore and you listen to the history that the Mayans, everything that they've accomplished, things of that nature. So just giving you a little background or history as to timeline of events. Everyone was actually amazed in the group that we were with as to how I was walking around in these. These are platform shoes. To me, they're actually very comfortable. I don't have a problem walking around in them, but a lot of people in the group was particularly concerned how I was actually keeping up with the guide with these shoes on for a number of hours in the hot sun. I believe our excursion was approximately, I want to say probably about six, a little bit over 6 miles, almost 7 miles. And I actually prepared my body by taking the alkaline mix and the sulfur crystals, which support your muscles and bone tissues. So when you prepare your body ahead of something of great endurance, or you have a sporting event, you actually do better or fare better in that event when you prepare your body in that form. On another note, while we were down in Chichen Itza, didn't have a problem, didn't feel anything weird, didn't get injured or anything until got back to the hotel, went to the beach, and that was on Wednesday. But after Chichen Itza, we stopped, and we actually, before Chichen Itza, we bought some items, and one of the items purchased was this. This is called Obsidian, and if you look closely, you can actually see gold or dark greenish goldish streaks. And what obsidian is it's just basically lava in a different form, glass. It's an indigenous glass lava rock, and it has little crystals within the rock itself. Now, it has been said that this will take away any bad energies out of your body, etc., etc. And the reason why I got it is because it is of research for healing and wellness, which kind of intrigued me. So I did purchase it, and I, just said, I'm gonna purchase it because I've heard about it. I research a lot of these things, and it was of interest to me. However, I didn't know I was going to need this or put it to the test until Wednesday. Wednesday, I actually fractured my foot on the beach here in Playa del Carmen, the beach, the hotel that we're staying at. And when this happened, I pretty much thought, my honeymoon's over, it's gone, it's a sad thing. I never heard of anyone's honeymoon being ruined just by them doing it themselves. And I had a fracture right underneath my big toe. What I did was I took this Obsidian Stone and I started rubbing right where the fracture was, and it was very painful, very painful. My foot swole to about 2.5 sizes of its normal size. And it was very painful, to say the least. I was crying, it was throbbing. I didn't want to go to the doctor. I don't believe in taking any Tylenol, any Midol, anything like that. I haven't used that stuff for years, and I refuse to do it now. But it was very painful. And I just went throughout the night, and every so often I did rub this stone on my foot. I rubbed it on top where the actual fracture is, and I rubbed it on the bottom. And I did notice that my whole foot was starting to basically get warm. I cannot explain it. I don't know exactly what happened. I put a little like a little Nivea lotion to give it some lubrication, and that's about it. I did ice it before I went to bed, and the swelling did not go down like I thought it would, or that I hoped it would. But what happened was the pain kind of subsided, and I can't attribute it to anything else because I didn't really take anything. I did not take any medication. I did not take anything to any acetaminophen to cover or deal with the pain or inflammation. The only thing I did was rubbed the Obsidian Stone on the injury. So the reason why I am bringing forth this information is because this also deals with natural healing and wellness as well. And I believe that there's a lot of people that can benefit from this particular stone. I mean, you're not administering any type of antibiotics or anything into your body. This is a natural healing method. And upon further research, I did find that this is used for, it has been used for thousands of years by the Mayans for such things such as ailments, tissue issues, bone issues, and they used it for more so like spiritual issues as well, dealing with chakras and things like that. I'm not an expert in that field. All I know is this thing did work for me in the manner as I just described it, meaning on my injury, and it's still a little tender, but it feels nothing like what it did when I initially fractured my foot. So I say all this to say that there are some things out here and, you know, in a few other places that will give you the relief you need if you give it a try. And do not be closed-minded. I was skeptical also, but just know that I purchased this before my injury. I purchased it on the way to Chichen Itza from in a village where they have this. This is very prevalent in that part of Mexico. Now, what you will see and what I will tell you is that there is a lot of these type of things that float around that is not actually obsidian. They'll say, oh yes, this is obsidian, and it's not. It's either onyx or coal or something else. But true obsidian, when you hold it, and I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but it's black. The base of it is black, and when the sun hits it, not even when any light hits it, there are these streaks of dark green gold within the stone itself. So that's true obsidian. And that's how you know when you hold it or anything like that, you'll know there's something special about these types of stones. I can't tell you anything else other than that. It did help my injury. I said I'm going to talk about it in the next video that I do, which happens to be this one. And that's the best thing that I can give you as far as the true obsidian. It has distinctive properties about it. The hot stone massages that they do, like in the parlors and stuff like that, or in the spas, these are not obsidian stones. When you use these type of stones and you just take it and you rub it on your back or your shoulders or anywhere where your muscles are tired, you will immediately feel a difference. That's the best thing. That's the best way I can describe it. I can't give you any additional information other than that. And the only reason why I'm giving you this information is because I've experienced the feeling and of using this myself. Anything that I talk about on any of my segments, I have personally experienced it, or I have devised the mixture or utilized the mixture, or I'm aware of its properties because I have used it or I have given it to someone to use, etc., etc. So I can vouch for this particular piece of earth being used on my body, because I have used it myself, and my toe feels very much better, my foot feels very much better. I am walking around in even the same high platform shoes that I initially started walking in, and I'm feeling very much better. The staff at our hotel was genuinely concerned because my husband kept going down getting ice for me but I was also using this stone, and I received no medical treatment. I took no antibiotics, I took no pain relievers, I took no anti-inflammatories. I used this stone and ice, and I'm up walking around a few days later. So I can testify to that. I can tell you that that combination works. And to anybody out there that has had any type of injury related to like a fracture or a clean break in their toe or their foot, I don't know, you gauge the time and frame and say, hey, how long does it take to heal? Some people it takes a few days, some people it takes a few weeks, depending on how bad the break is and if it's a clean or open break or fracture. So I will leave it at that, and remember, anything that's related to health and wellness, I will definitely bring it to you as fast as I can and give you as many facts as I can. But this particular item, this rock, has also was used by the Mayans for thousands of years for the very same purposes that I just covered in this segment. If you happen to need any additional information about this item, the obsidian mineral rock, or obsidian period, please inbox me at www.abstractwellness.com. I'll be more than happy to give you information on how to obtain true obsidian, not onyx, not coal, not anything, any other black rock, not basalt. Obsidian is in a class by itself. It is sometimes mixed up as ivory or basalt, which are two completely different things. They're not chemically the same. They're not made up of the same makeup. This comes from a volcano, and when it's wet, you can clearly see the minerals inside of this rock. I cannot give you any additional information as far as the properties or how it works, because I am not a mineralogist, or a geologist. I just know from speaking to someone within the Mayan culture what this is about, how it works. Also, you can't find this everywhere. It's not available everywhere. We came back into Playa del Carmen, and there's very little of this floating around. You can't even get this in the markets in Playa del Carmen. You have to get it from a specific place. So if you are interested in something like this to add to your arsenal, I highly suggest that you contact me. I'll put you in touch with the right person, or I'll obtain it myself for you on your behalf, and we'll just leave it at that. And remember, anything related to health and wellness, I'm here for you. And inbox me, like my Facebook page. I'll post this on my website as well. And remember, to know better is to do better. I'll see you guys until next time. Have a good one.